Afternoon baseball here on the show. Ought to be a good one here between the Baltimore Orioles and the St. Louis Cardinals. It's interleague baseball on the show. Adam Wainwright gets the ball in Game 3 of the series. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
Hey, you always like to begin the season on a good note. In his first start of the year, he did just that, picking up the win. There's nothing he'd like to do more than to get number 2 in this one here.
So digging in now, Jose Iglesias. He will lead this one off today.
Leading off the afternoon for Baltimore, the shortstop, Jose Iglesias.
First pitch on its way. Underway now in the Sunday finale as the first pitch today is taken for strike one.
First pitch, 1:15.
Swing and a miss, and he's in the hole 0-2 now. Breaking ball swung on in the dirt. Molina has it, and he makes the throw to first. Iglesias is retired, and there's one away. Ready now for Baltimore. Dwight Smith Jr. comes into this one with just one hit in 9 tries for the series. First pitch coming from Wainwright.
Nope.
Smith stands at 6 foot even. Bats left, throws right. He was selected in the first round back in 2011.
Yeah, he has turned himself into a really nice ball player. I wouldn't put him on the superstar level, but you know what? They didn't miss with this pick either. You go into high rounds and you carve out a career the way this guy has. Nice pick.
Two balls and a strike.
That's evidence of a pitcher and catcher being totally in sync out there. That tells me they both know that's a good pitch for him right now.
The 2-1. Line drive to center field. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit.
Hey guys, he doubled up on that breaking ball. The batter obviously timed the first one. Second one, he was not going to let go. Good wood on that one, able to drive it for a base hit.
So here's Trey Mancini as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike one. And he's looking to get it going. Off to a bit of a slow start this year. Comes set with the 0-1. Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike. And there are our umpires calling balls and strikes is Mr. Ed Drummond.
Yeah, Matty. Hey, you know what, Dero? This Ed Drummond, he's a good umpire. Fair umpire, good ball and strike umpire. Pretty much straight down the road.
That's all you look for, Dan. Just be consistent. I don't care if you're given 2 to 3 inches off the outside corner, but you can't do it on the inside corner. If you're going to stick to one thing and stay consistent with it, no player will have a gripe with you.
And another foul ball.
If you're on the mound right there and you're getting a swing at a breaking ball off the plate, do not be shocked if he's tucked something up under this guy's chin hot right here.
2 balls and 2 strikes to Mancini now. Had him fooled as he swings through the curveball. 2 down.
Batting fourth,
Pedro Severino digs in at the plate. He takes his first cuts in this one with a man at first and 2 away. From the belt, the pitch. Ball 1. Smith is off at first with 2 away. And a breaking ball falls in there for a strike. It's 1-1. And he takes one off the inside corner for ball 2. Now the 2-1 is a breaking ball in off the plate.
Well, you can see here, this has been a steady diet of off-speed pitches, and what has it gotten him? Not a whole lot, as he's fallen behind in the count. 3 balls and 1 strike.
And a good at-bat that time as he lays off for ball 4. And as a result, that'll move a runner up into scoring position now with 2 away.
He did not want to let the hitter off the hook with 2 outs, and now he's got a runner in scoring position to deal with.
And digging into the batter's box will be Hanser Alberto. He's got 3 hits in 6 tries for the series. Looking to wiggle out of this. Here it is. Hit back up the middle. He's got it. And the 2-out threat will not come to pass as the inning is over. Orioles strand a couple. Now the Cardinals will see what they can do. No score. Keegan Akin is ready to go as he'll be on the hill for Baltimore. What do we need to know here, Danny?
It's not an easy thing to do to pitch as a rookie, but one of the things you have to do is use the positives. The opposing team has never faced you. You can't be afraid to throw the ball into the strike zone. Establish your pitches and try to work quickly.
Colton Wong will stand in. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
The second baseman, Colton.
Now the pitch.
1-0.
Well, guys, these Orioles entering play today. 4-2 over their last 6 games, including a win last time out.
Hey, thanks, Matty. Hey, you know what, D-Roll? Try to get on a kind of a little mini winning streak here. Losing the first game of this series, winning game 2, and hopefully winning this series by pulling one out here today.
Yeah, Dan, they were able to shower that first loss off in the first game of the series and had a nice bounce back game yesterday. Let's see if they can steal a series right here.
2 balls and a strike to the St. Louis leadoff hitter.
2-1.
Counts even at 2-2 to Wong.
One of the best ways to keep a guy uncomfortable is to pound him inside. They're doing that, and this one caught the zone.
Here now the 2-2. Line to the right side, and that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit. So we'll see if they have something in the works here with the leadoff hitter aboard and a guy that can really handle the bat in the number 2 spot.
Second. The shortstop, Tommy Edman.
At the plate now, Tommy Edman, as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball 1. And he's definitely off to a fast start in the early part of the season. And he fouls this one off. Nobody out, runner on first. And this one gets away. And forget about the double play now as he'll move up to second here on the wild pitch.
Well, that's not a real good look when you flail at what ends up being a wild pitch. Doesn't say much about your pitch recognition, but regardless, the runner is able to advance, so we'll see if he can drive him in now.
The 1-2 is swung on and missed. He got him.
Boy, that's the best pitch in baseball right there with 2 strikes. That elevated fastball. Every hitter thinks that, hey, they can do something with that, but most of the time you get the result that you saw right there. A big swing and a miss and another strikeout.
And that brings up Paul Goldschmidt as he'll watch one miss down and in for a ball. 1-0. And he's definitely off to a fast start in the early part of the season. A ball and a strike to the Cardinals' first baseman. Ooh, he saws him off with that one. Only play will be to the pitcher covering, and the runner will advance to third now.
Batting fourth, the third baseman, Matt.
Next to bat for St. Louis, Matt Carpenter, runner in scoring position with two gone. Here's the first pitch to him. Maybe trying to back him up a bit there with the fastball.
With the runner on third, 2 outs, base open, and a good hitter at the plate, you have to be smart and not give in. If you walk this guy, so what? It's a lot worse if you give him a ball that he can hurt you on.
1-0 pitch is his slider, swung on and missed. 1-1. Two balls and a strike to Matt Carpenter.
Hey, after those 2 breaking balls missed, you have to be sitting on a fastball right here.
2 outs here with a runner at third. Wanted to go after the slider, but he holds off. 3-1.
This is a spot you like to be in as a good hitter. Runners in scoring position and count leverage in your favor.
Hit out towards second. And it's the Cardinals that'll strike first here, and that base hit makes it a 1-0 ball game.
I know we sit up here and talk about it a lot. Just grabbing the momentum, trying to tack on early runs as quick as possible. It allows the pitcher to go out there, relax, attack the strike zone. It keeps everybody involved. That 2-out RBI, I know it's early, but that just gives everyone a chance to just relax and compete.
Here's the catcher, Yadier Molina, as he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike one. And it's 1-1. And this one's in the dirt. Runner holds as the count moves to 2-1. And he just misses inside with the fastball there.
I'm seeing him aim the ball right now, and that's a trap you fall into as a pitcher when you're not as confident in your stuff as you should be. You got to trust your stuff.
Here's a pop-up now, and no one will get this one.
3-2, 2 out, runner on first. Lots of possible.
A swing and a miss. That retires the side, and that will do it. The sights and sounds of a day at the ballpark. Oh, my goodness. More to come on the show Sunday Baseball after this. Chris Davis at the plate now. He's ready for his first at-bat of this early season contest.
Chris Davis.
Now the pitch. Breaking ball that's cut on and missed for the first strike.
Jumped ahead with strike one there, and that's something he's going to do a lot of in this start. He doesn't have lights out stuff, so it's important for him to be pitching ahead and have the hitters on their heels.
Bader has to roam straight back, but he has it for the first out. Rio Ruiz to the plate now. In 8 at-bats in the series, he's collected 3 hits. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Easy take there on the sinker, well off the outside. Hit in the air down the right field line. But this is going to wind up a foul ball. And now a curveball that's low and in the dirt for a ball. It's 2-1. We're in the second with the Redbirds holding a 1-0 lead. He's fallen behind now, 3-1. Austin Hayes, the number 8 hitter here, waits on deck. The 3-1. And he misses here for ball 4. Already 2 walks surrendered in his first couple of innings of work.
We knew coming into this game that this guy has a tendency to give up a lot of free passes, and history repeats itself as he's already given up 2 walks here. I'll tell you, effectively wild is a pretty tough thing to be.
In now for the O's, Austin Hayes. First shot for him here with a runner at first now and one away. From the stretch, a bouncer up the middle. Wong has it. Step on the bag for one. Relay to first in time, and just like that, the side is retired. So no runs, no hits, no errors, and no one left. We'll go to the bottom half of inning number 2. It's the Cardinals 1 and the Orioles nothing. Stepping in for the Cardinals, Tyler O'Neill. He'll lead things off here in this one-run contest.
Tyler O'Neill.
First offering on its way.
It's pretty tough for a hitter to go up there looking for a first pitch changeup. And a good job of dropping it in for strike one.
Barely able to make contact. Down 0-2 now.
Now, you guys know me. Hitting's a process of elimination, and I'm eliminating the changeup this next pitch. I'm on everything else.
Again, another foul ball. The 0-2 once more. Grounded to third. Reined in. And there's one away.
Batting seventh, the center fielder, Harrison Bader.
Settling in now, Harrison Bader. First pitch of the at-bat. A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1. 1-0. Bases are empty, one man out. That evens it up, 1-1. Outside, 2-1. High in the air down the right field line. But this will wind up being a foul ball. Now here it comes. Still even at 2-2. Hit hard up the middle. Oh, and he can't come up with it. And they'll have no play as he reaches first base safely.
Jeez, this looked like a routine grounder that just got away from him. Every school kid knows that you've got to look it all the way into the glove. He didn't, and now they've got to deal with a one-out base runner.
Runner at first following the error. And that'll bring forth the veteran outfielder, Brad Miller. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes.
0-1, no strike.
There goes the runner. A pitch out. The throw. And just great defensive baseball there as they will nail him at second on the pitch out.
Wow, that's a big-time throw right there. And it's a tall task to throw him out stealing a bag. But he got rid of it quickly, and it was a good job down there applying the quick tag. They'll have to feel good about that one.
Too high. And it's 3-0.
Well, he knows it. But this is the kind of guy you just have to go right after. He's not the biggest threat with the bat, so it's time to challenge him right here.
And a good comeback there. It's 3-1. Swing and a miss, and the count goes full 3-2.
Well executed fastball right at the knees. Going to be a long day for this offense if he stays in that spot.
Fouled away. And this one's taken for ball 4. So good work there as the Redbirds have got a 2-out base runner.
That's a nice job to work that walk right there. Even if it doesn't lead to anything on the scoreboard this inning, it prevents the pitcher from having to lead off of the next one. Just one of those small things that might go unnoticed, but in the end, make a big difference.
So in now is the Cardinals pitcher, Adam Wainwright. He'll get to take his first cuts here. From the stretch, here's the pitch. And he'll power in a fastball that time at 94 for strike one. Waved at and missed, and he's behind 0-2.
The count doesn't mean much to this batter. He's all in. He's not concerned with striking out, so he's going to get his A swing off.
Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. Oh, and he dusted him off the plate that time. Some mind games being played now. It's 1-2.
Well, this team, they're swinging at everything, but that pitch was just a little too far out of the strike zone.
Well hit to right, but a foul ball. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
I got to count 2-2.
This one misses, and that'll fill the count here. 3-2 with 2 away.
Good spot for an RBI. Put the ball in play with the runner in motion. He could score all the way from first.
Another full count pitch on its way. Swing and a miss, and that ends the inning. 1 left for the Cardinals. We played 2 innings. It's 1-0. Next to hit will be the pitcher, Akin. 9-1-2 due up.
Akin.
First pitch coming. Here it is. Lifted down the line in left. Left fielder giving chase, and they can't run it down. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Sinker. 1 ball, 1 strike. That's a foul ball off to the left, and it moves to 1-2. Pitch on the way. Lifts it into the air to shallow center. Wong onto the grass. He gets to it and makes the catch for the first out.
Boy, he showed some pretty good range, heading pretty deep into the outfield to bring that one down. Thought the outfielder might call him off, but he clearly had it under control.
Here's the shortstop now, Jose Iglesias. He was a strikeout victim in his first try.
Yeah, and he didn't put up much of a fight either, Matty. Got to find a way. Can't go down 3 pitches. I don't care if you're staring at him or swinging at him. You have to find a way to make this pitcher work a little bit harder.
Ball 1 to start the at-bat. Line toward right center. And that's a base hit. 1 for 2 in his first couple of plate appearances.
Hey, there's another base knock right there. A hitting streak now up to 8 games.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Well, 8 games. Nah, man, we're starting to think about it a little bit. You know, you get past that week, you just know you're locked in. They start talking 8 games, now you're like, all right, I got a nice little hitting streak going.
1 for 1 after a single his first time up. Line drive to center field. In there, a base hit.
Now batting, the right fielder, Trey Mancini.
And here's the big right-handed power threat, Trey Mancini. 0-1 the count. From the belt, kicks and deals. Big swing and a miss at the fastball, and he's behind in the count 0-2. Runners are at first and second with 1 away. Tried to get him to chase the cutter there. A ball and 2 strikes. A breaking ball swung on and missed, and he's set down for the 2nd time this afternoon.
Pretty textbook breaking ball for the punch out right there. Got it to bend a lot, and by the time it got there, It had fallen completely out of the zone. Not much you can do with that pitch.
At the plate, Pedro Severino. As he'll wait out a breaking pitch here that finds the zone for strike one. 2 on, 2 out for him here in the third. A great job of changing speeds there. It's 0-2. Here's the 0-2. Maybe trying to back him up a bit there with the fastball.
Hey, I get it. He wants to set up that breaking ball down and away. But that 0-2 fastball wasn't even close.
Well outside with the curveball for a ball.
This is a huge pitch right here. I don't think he wants to go 3-2 and have those runners be in motion. Look for him to be aggressive with what he thinks is his best pitch right now.
2 down, runners at first and second. Line to the right side. Miller is there, and he'll make the catch to retire the side. Orioles strand a couple. It remains 1-0. And we're back for the bottom of the third. Let's check in with Heidi Watney.
Thanks, Matt. In between innings, I was able to catch up with the manager of the Cardinals to discuss his thoughts on his lineup so far. And overall, he's really happy with the at-bats they're putting together. Yes, they've only scored 1 run, but he said they've done a great job of forcing the pitch count up, and he thinks that's going to lead to more offense for them as this game goes on.
All right, thanks, Heidi. Back to the top of the order now, and that'll bring up Colton Wong.
The second baseman, Colton Wong.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. And a good throw gets him 1 gun. Digging in the switch hitter, Tommy Edman. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
Yeah, and kind of shocked he got blown away with a fastball. You could tell he was late on that one. And we'll see if he tries to cheat to something this AB.
Oh, and he has some trouble with it. So that'll go down as an E4, as he certainly had his problems that time at second base. Ready now, Paul Goldschmidt. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far.
Yeah, Matty, expect this pitcher to try and get the same result as his last at bat right here. The double play is in order. Anything on the ground, the way this defense is, they could certainly roll too.
1-0 the count. From the belt, kicks and deals. That one's going to find the seats. Strike 1. Runners on first with 1 down. A ball and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. And that misses 2-2. And a full count to Paul Goldschmidt. 3 balls and 2 strikes.
Defense has got to be on their toes right here. 3-2 count. Runner on first has got some serious wheels. You know he's probably being put in motion.
Runner at first here, 1 man out. And this misses for ball 4. The second walk he surrendered here in the first 3 innings.
The third baseman, number 13.
2 on here with 1 man out. And that brings up Matt Carpenter. First pitch of the at-bat. In his career, Carpenter enters the day with a slugging percentage in the 460s, a number he can be proud of. The 1-0 is laid off for ball 2.
Time to start making some quality pitches. He finds himself in a tough spot behind an account with guys on base.
The 2-0 on the way is looked at for the first strike.
One of the most frustrating things for me to watch in this game is guys getting count leverage and not pull the trigger on a fastball middle in. That's why you play, to get in those situations where you can try and do damage. What do you want, the nasty slider?
He's set. Here's the 2-2. Oh, and this is swung on and missed. 4 strikeouts already, and that's out number 2.
Classic slider, down and away for the strikeout there. Not a whole lot to say about that pitch that hasn't been said a million times already. That's just a real tough pitch for a hitter to pick up out of a pitcher's hand, so they end up chasing when they're in protect mode.
Yadi Molina digging in now as he takes a cold strike at the knees. It's 0-1. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Comes set, the 0-1. There's a changeup taken, but it finds the zone on the inside.
Boy, this is one of those ABs you like to hit the rewind button on. Put himself in a tough spot now, hitting with 2 strikes.
0-2. Here it is. Grounded back up the middle. And that's through into center field. Base hit. The throw to the plate. And he is in there at the plate. It's now a 2-0 game.
Dan, as a former infielder, I apologize for him. Nothing's more frustrating or upsets you more as a defender than making an error and seeing that guy come around and score.
You know what? And that's one of those cases as a pitcher, D-Roll. There's not much you can do. Listen, there are physical and there are mental errors, and you just have to, as a pitcher, go ahead and look past that now and try to pick up your teammate and try to get it out any way you can.
To the plate now, Tyler O'Neill. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. And he will get there to make the running play, and that will end the inning. Cards forced to settle for 1. 3 innings complete. It's the Cardinals 2 and the Orioles nothing. Digging in, Hanser Alberto. He'll be in there to start things out against Adam Wainwright.
Things not looking very good so far in this one, but we're still in the middle innings. They're down by a couple of runs, and this would be the right place and the right time to get something going. The last thing they want to do is to try to come from behind and win this one in the 8th or 9th inning.
0-1.
And a swing and a miss at a pitch well off the plate. It's strike 1. Took something off the curveball there. 76 miles an hour. It's 0-2.
Hey, he's got great feel for that pitch right there. He can throw it anytime he wants for a strike.
Hit on the ground to third. Throw to first in time. 1 gone here in the 4th.
Now batting.
Coming to the plate now, Chris Davis. He flew out in his last at-bat. Infield shifted well to the right. Here's the first pitch.
Back outside.
Now the 1-0. And it's 1-2.
1-2.
And that is swung on and missed. He's down on strikes, and the first 2 are retired here to begin inning number 4.
Now batting.
Into the box now, Rio Ruiz. Here comes the first pitch. And that misses, ball 1. Both clubs with 3 hits in the ballgame. Well hit to right, but that's a foul ball. The 1-1 home. That's popped up. Edman into shallow left. He's there to track it down, and that'll end the inning. 1, 2, 3 go the Orioles. They're down 2-0. ready to go in the bottom of the fourth. Coming to the plate now, Harrison Bader. He comes in 0 for 1 on the day thus far after reaching on an error his first time up. Here it comes.
That elevated fastball right there, that is the biggest change in the game today for me. When I first came up, a lot of guys working that Greg Maddux east to west.
Slapped hard the opposite way. Therefore, it is Mancini, and that's the first out of the inning.
Good contact to start out the inning. Thought he might be on base with some sort of a hit, but it hung up there too long. Just unlucky that time.
In now, Brad Miller. He drew a base on balls his first time up. Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch.
1-0.
2 runs, 3 hits, and no errors so far for the Redbirds. And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0.
It's never advantageous to fall behind 2-0 as a pitcher, but if you're going to do it, it's far better to do it with a guy down in the bottom of the order. Time for a challenge fastball right here, though.
High in the air out to center field. Hayes is back, and he'll get there to make the play for route number 2. So coming to the plate, Adam Wainwright looking to put the ball in play here. He went down on strikes in his first at-bat. Here's the pitch. Strike 1 to start the at-bat. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Oh, and he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike 2.
Yeah, if he's going to pound the zone with this stuff all game, the offense better step up. Somebody's going to have to pull a trigger a little bit earlier in the count.
Cardinals pitcher up there with a 1-2 count. The 1-2.
Ball.
Regardless of the result right here, to be down 0-2 and work it back to an even count, got to feel like it's a win for the offense.
This is on the ground over to first. Davis has it, and he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. Down in order go the Cardinals, but they're on top 2-0. Welcome back. Heidi Watney standing by as we get set for the top of the 5th.
Matt, I had a chance to discuss the state of the Orioles offense with their manager between innings, and flat out he told me they just need to put better swings on the ball right now. He said they're searching for ways to drive the ball with some authority because it's just not happening for them today. They haven't gotten an extra base hit yet, so it's been a real struggle getting guys into scoring position. But the key, he said, is not to panic. Sometimes you just have to fight through the downturns and keep your focus and energy high.
Leading off for the Orioles.
Okay, thank you, Heidi.
Center fielder, Austin Hayes.
First pitch coming from Wainwright. High and tight here to begin the inning. It's ball 1. Tried to get the sinker to come back to the outside that time, but it just misses off the corner. 2-0 count. The pitch. On a good pitch there, had him stretching to get out there, and it's 2-2 now.
Man, that's another ugly swing right there. This team is just struggling so mightily to get on base. They've looked off balance all game.
And a sinker dips too low there. Into the dirt, in fact.
You can bet they love ball 4 here. That gives the pitcher on deck an obvious bunt situation to move the runner into scoring position.
This is line to left. That's his first base hit, making 1 for 2 now. So the Orioles get their leadoff man aboard to start the inning.
Hey, nice AB right there. With the pitcher coming to the plate, your job is to get on in front of him. This should be interesting. Does he get the bunt sign? Do we play a little billy ball and pull it back and try and play chicklets with the third baseman? See what happens.
Standing in now, Akin. And now a bunt attempt here as he gets this one down. This gets foul. It's 0-1. No runs, 4 hits, and 2 Baltimore errors thus far. Tries to get the bunt down here, but this is foul, and we'll see if he tries it again. And did he square around? No, it's ball 1.
Well, this is where you have to be really aggressive. 1-2 count on an American League pitcher that rarely bats. Go right after him.
From the belt, the pitch. And a bunt attempt here with 2 strikes that'll get foul, so he'll become out number 1.
The bat, number 11.
So the lineup flips over, and digging in, Jose Iglesias. Last time through was a base hit.
Yeah, Matty, pressure's off right now. He extended his hitting streak that last plate appearance. Now he gets to get back into his zone, work on his craft, and try and drive something in the gap.
He's set. Here it comes.
Ball, Akin.
Runners on first with 1 down. I had him guessing that time as he's barely able to foul it away. Now the 1-1 pitch is a sinker that misses for a ball. Ground ball sent back up the middle. Scooped up to second for 1. On to first as they get the double play to get him out of the inning. Nothing doing this time around for the O's. They trail things here 2-0. And now back to the leadoff spot in the St. Louis lineup. Stepping in, Colton Wong. 1 for 2. He's singled and grounded out so far. Hit back up the middle. Iglesias to his left. He's there. And the inning begins with a quick out number 1. Stepping in, Tommy Edman. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. First pitch on its way. In there, strike 1. 1 out, nobody on. That misses to the Cardinal shortstop, and it's even at 1-1. And that fastball's too much for him there. 1-2. He doesn't have a big fastball, but he was able to get that pitch by him.
And Matt, that's 100% a result of setting up with the off-speed pitches before it. If you're not a hard thrower, you could still have some success, but you have to learn how to mix speeds and set everything up. That was a nice job right there.
And well off the plate with the change of pace. That's ball 2. And a fastball swung on and missed as he just reared back there. 2 away.
Boy, that's really disappointing for a guy that has wheels, right? All he wants to do is get on base and take advantage of the strength of his game, which is his speed. But with the strikeout right there, you can't get on first base if you strike out.
Here's Paul Goldschmidt now, as he will take strike 1 on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. It was a walk in his last trip. Here's the 0-1 pitch. That's inside and low. It's a ball and 2 strikes. Changeup, and that fades down and away. 2-2.
Flip a coin right here with this next pitch. After throwing 2 fastballs to get ahead, he's been able to lay off both those off-speed pitches. Looked like he's seeing it pretty good.
Here now the 2-2. is looked at and the count moves full.
3-2 counts are usually a time to challenge the hitter, but I think he'll be careful here. Shoot for the corner, and if you miss and you walk him, so what? That's better than him putting one in the seats.
Fouled off. The next 3-2. He's able to ride this one high and deep toward right center. And that'll get down out there near the wall. And this will kick off the fence now up against the Cardinal bullpen. And he is into second with a 2-out double.
Now, you'd think they'd stop pitching to this guy by now. He's been torching them all weekend, and he stays hot here with another extra base hit. They'll be happy when this series is over, so they don't have to deal with this dude anymore.
And now the Cardinals' number 4 hitter, Matt Carpenter, 1 for 2. He singled and struck out in 2 trips.
I think he's forgotten about sometimes, Matt Carpenter. When we talk about the best hitters in our sport, I think he's one of the more underrated offensive players.
He's set and the pitch. Pulled toward right center field. Mancini moving back. He tracks it down, and that will end the inning. Danger averted following the 2-out double. We're back with more on a Sunday afternoon following this. Now at the plate, Dwight Smith Jr. He'll start things out now in the top half of the 6th.
Dwight Smith Jr.
Here's the first pitch to him. Rounded softly down the line toward first. But a foul ball here, 0-1. Now here it comes.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Swung on in the dirt for the 3rd strike. He'll throw down to first, 1 away.
The right fielder.
Digging in now, Trey Mancini.
Trey Mancini.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way.
Ball back outside.
Now the 1-0. There's a shot out to right center field. He takes the turn and heads for second. And he'll reach second now with 1 away. Finally, a little something for them to get excited about.
Yeah, a rally can begin with a single swing of the bat, and this might be their chance right here. They've struggled to produce a lot of runs, but there he is at second base. A shot to the outfield scores him. Then who knows what kind of roll they could get on. Got to take it one good at-bat at a time.
Into the box, Pedro Severino. Behind on that one, now behind in the count, 0-1. He's 0 for 1 thus far. Ready with the 0-1 pitch.
Hasn't seen a heater yet in this at-bat. One might be coming right here.
He's set and the 2-1 pitch.
Great pitch right there. That is a huge breaking ball. Not shocked he took it. Got to calibrate that one for a second.
And oh, this one's by him to the backstop, but it won't skip away far enough for the runner to advance. Runner at second here with 1 man out. Swing and a ball hit high, but not very far out toward right center. Bader is there now, and he has it. 2 gone. And no tag at second. He'll head back there with 2 away now.
The second
at the plate, Hanser Alberto. He was a ground out victim last time up. comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Breaking ball. That's in the dirt as he takes a ball. 2 out here and a runner at second. And a sinker dips too low there. Into the dirt, in fact.
Boy, this is one of those tricky spots for a pitcher, right? You have an open base, but you have a guy on deck that can do a lot of damage. Not a good spot to be in if you're a pitcher right now.
Grounded back up the middle. Fielded cleanly. Throw in the dirt, but a good scoop at first saves an error as this side is retired. Orioles leave 1. They're still down. It's 2-0. Hector Velasquez enters to do the pitching in the bottom of the 6th.
Number 76, Hector Velasquez.
Bottom of the 6th inning now. Standing in, Yadier Molina. He came through with an RBI single in his last at-bat.
I mean, Yadi, when he first broke on the scene, was a defender first and foremost. You can't say that anymore. I mean, he's evolved into a really, really nice offensive player.
Skied in the air to straightaway left. Smith is there, and he makes the catch for the out.
The batter.
Now at the plate, Tyler O'Neill. He comes in 0 for 2 thus far.
O'Neill.
From the stretch. Movement in the Orioles bullpen now as they've got a left-hander up and throwing. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Swing and a miss, and he's in control. 0-2. So back-to-back sliders for strikes. Does he come back with yet another?
Hey, not normally a good plan to throw 3 consecutive sliders in a row. This guy's slider is so good, I think he might throw it again.
To 1-2 now. Hit down the third baseline. But this is a foul ball as the count holds steady at 1-2. Pitch is popped up. Severino over to his left, and he brings it in for the 2nd out of the inning.
Now batting.
So 2 gone now in the St. Louis half of the 6th. And in to bat next, one of the fastest players in all of baseball, Harrison Bader. Here's the first pitch to him. Now the slider gets the call in the bottom part of the zone. Off the plate and in. Hits a ball and a strike. High in the air into shallow left center. And Hayes will make the catch. This side is retired. 1, 2, 3 go the Cardinals, but they hold a 2-0 lead. New inning set to get underway. Striding in once again, Chris Davis. He struck out swinging in his last trip to the plate.
Starting to run out of time. They haven't been able to score any runs as we're moving late into this one. A perfect time for this leadoff guy to try to get on base and ignite a rally.
A swing and a high drive to right center field. And out of here. And I mean by plenty. That ball was crushed. It's a solo home run for Chris Davis, number 299 in his career. As the Orioles have cut into the deficit, it's now a 2-1 ball game. Now we're going to have a conference at the home plate area, so it would appear that we'll see a double switch here. John Gant will come on now, and he'll slide into the 7 spot in the lineup following the double switch.
Now pitching.
Lane Thomas will also come on now as he'll move into the pitcher's number 9 hold in the order here on that double switch.
Now playing center field and batting 9. Number 35, Lane Thomas.
So now to the plate, Rio Ruiz.
Up next for the Orioles. The third
Hit toward the right side, but an easy play there at first as that becomes the first out of the inning.
Now batting.
Austin Hayes the next to bat. 1 run in and 1 gone so far this inning. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch.
0-1.
And now the Cardinals get the bullpen working here. Both a lefty and a right-hander have stood up. The 1-0 is taken for ball 2. 1 out, nobody on. Snatched out of midair at first base for out number 2.
Now batting. The pitcher, Hector.
Anthony Santander will pinch hit here, and he's the potential tying run.
Number 25, Anthony Santander.
A swing and a drive to center field. That one's got a chance. Back goes Thomas at the track. And he makes a nice catch on the track as that ends the inning. Orioles get a run thanks to the familiar home run swing of Chris Davis. Get up and stretch. Home half of the 7th coming up. It's the Cardinals 2 and the Orioles 1. Sean Armstrong gets the call from the pen to take over on the mound and start the home 7th.
Sean Armstrong.
Last half of the 7th here, so stepping in, Brad Miller. It was a flyout for him in his last trip.
Miller.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. In there for strike 1, 0-1. Miller, the former Philly, he became a member of this team after signing as a free agent earlier this season.
Yeah, I know he expected to get a longer-term deal, but these are the facts right now. He is on a 1-year deal, and he is going to have to produce if he is going to get that multi-year he's been looking for come off-season.
Armstrong, originally from the Tar Heel state of North Carolina. He was taken in the 18th round back in 2011.
I know this guy wouldn't go into the category of superstar, but to grind out the career he has being drafted where he was, my hat's off to him.
Tried to get him to go after the slider, but it's 1-2. And he looks at a cold strike 3 as the cut fastball's in there, and that's out number 1.
Nice job there taking care of the leadoff hitter via the strikeout. I'll tell you, in a 1-run game, especially this late, getting that first guy in the inning, it's so important. It changes the whole complexion of the inning, so that was a big out.
Into the box now, Lane Thomas. And he popped him up. Davis has room in foul territory, but this will land untouched. Ready with the 0-1 pitch. Oh, and look out as they brush him back here. It's ball 1. We're in the 7th inning now. The pitchers duel. 2-1 our score. And he lays off it to even the count 2-2.
He started this guy backwards, couple of off-speed pitches early, followed by back-to-back heaters. He can go either way he wants to go right now.
Bounced softly in front of the plate. On to Davis at first, and there are 2 away. Now at the plate, Colton Wong. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. From the stretch, here's the pitch. Fastball just misses. That's ball one. Pitch is popped up. Ruiz in foul ground, but this will land untouched. And he'll take a look at a strike on the inside corner. It's 1-2. Really pulled that one across as the slider misses well inside.
The classic back foot slider right there with 2 strikes. Usually gets a ton of swing and misses. Nice layoff right there. Fight for another pitch.
A 2-2 count. Here's the pitch.
When you're playing close games like this, base runners mean everything, so he can ill afford to start giving away free passes.
3-2 pitch. Grounded down the third baseline. Another full count pitch on its way. Again, he sends it out of play. Keeps fighting him off. The 8th pitch of the at-bat coming up. And that one's taken outside for a ball. He walked him. So no 1-2-3 inning here. They've got themselves a 2-out base runner.
Man, that's just painful for a pitcher right there. A 3-2 offering that was right on the corner, but he couldn't get him to chase, and he doesn't get the call. Can't beat yourself up about that one too much.
Striding into the box, Tommy Edman, 0 for 3 with a couple of strikeouts for him to this point in the ballgame. And he'll dive back in safely. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. There's a fastball right down Broadway, taken for a strike.
Hey, love the pitcher attacking the zone right here. He knows he's got a patient hitter at the plate. Might as well steal that first strike.
The 0-1 pitch. Fastball just missed above the zone. Throw over to the bag, and he'll get back in safely. And it's fouled away. Pulled toward right center field. And Hayes will make the catch. This side is retired. Cards leave one. They still lead it 2-1. Jordan Hicks will come on in relief as he'll make his second appearance of the season so far.
Number 12, Jordan Hicks.
Back to the top of the Oriole lineup now, and stepping in, Jose Iglesias. He'll have a new pitcher waiting for him as we begin their half of the 8th.
This thing's far from over, even though we're moving into the back end of this game. Only down by 1. All they need to do is get this leadoff guy, and they're an extra base hit away from tying this thing up.
Too high that time with the inning's first pitch. It's ball 1. The 1-0 home. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Right fielder coming on, and he tracks it down. Nice play for the first out.
Now batting left.
Digging in once again, Dwight Smith Jr. is looking for hit number 3 here in this at-bat. First pitch of the at-bat on its way.
Count 1-0.
Now action in the bullpen as their closer starts to get loose out there. Our pitcher's duel continues here. 2-1 score as we play the 8th. Can't get around quick enough, and that'll move the count to 1-1. Now here it comes. Skied in the air to straightaway left. O'Neill waits on it. Makes the play, and there are two gone now. Digging in and looking for more, Trey Mancini. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here. Here comes the first pitch.
You know, it's great to be patient, make a pitcher work and all that stuff to try to get walks, but you have to be ready to hit, and that was a really hit.
And we'll have to leave it there as this is strike three, and that will retire the side. 3 up, 3 down for the Orioles. Our score remains 2-1. Richard Blyer is on to pitch out of the bullpen in the bottom half of the 8th.
Number 48, Richard Blyer.
Bottom of inning number 8 set to go. At the plate, Paul Goldschmidt. He's working on a 1-for-2 game so far. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Ground ball foul down the left side. The 0-1 delivery.
Nope.
Lays off the sinker here, a ball and a strike. One and two now as that one's fouled off. And now a pitch on the way.
At the ball.
Easy take there on the sinker, well off the outside. Matt Carpenter is on deck. Crowd gets up for the 3-2. Line hard, but this will be a foul ball. Still hanging with him. Another good swing to keep it going. Now here's a check swing, and they appeal down to first. No swing, so that's ball 4.
And I'm sure the manager is just fine with that. I mean, it's better to battle a slugger like that to the end and end up walking him than serving one up where he can really hurt you.
So a runner at first now with nobody out, and that'll bring up the sweet swinging Matt Carpenter. He's set. Here it comes. Well thrown sinker that time, down but in the strike zone.
He'll be fine coming out of the bullpen in this one if he can keep the ball around the knees like that.
And boy, big problems here to start this at bat. It's 0-2 now.
Made him look silly with that one.
Working for the punch out and the offering.
Yeah, and if you get a guy flailing at a pitch like that, heck, you're going to go out there and throw that same pitch till he proves he can lay off of it.
Still 1-2 as he fouls it away. Grounder down the line at third. He's got it to second for one. Relay to Davis, and indeed it's a double play.
It's hard to do anything with a pitch like that that's below the zone. And if you do anything with it, most of the time, this will be the result, a double play on a good pitch down in the zone.
So base is empty now after the double play. And next to hit is the catcher, Yadier Molina. First pitch of the at-bat. Driven nicely into the gap. Here's Molina around first. He'll try for 2. And now he'll get into scoring position with 2 away. Off the bat, it was pretty clear right away that that hit was going to get him at least 2 bases.
Yeah, Matt, some people like to crow about homers and powering drives, but you have to like hits like this. A no-doubt double the second it left his bat. Like you said, the only question was whether the outfielders were going to be able to keep him at second, which they did.
So striding in, Tyler O'Neill. It's been a rough go of things at the plate for him so far, but his guys are looking for him to change that right here.
Yeah, nothing better than coming through for the boys in a tight game, Matt, especially when you're kind of due to do something productive.
Looking to keep this a 1-run game. The pitch. Oh, a diving effort as it's off his glove. And no chance at a recovery here, as despite a great effort that time, they won't get an out on the play. And now you might start wondering about a pinch hitter. If that's the case, here's what the Redbirds have left on the bench. Justin Turner. We'll see what he can do off the bench as he'll bat with runners at the corners and 2 gone here.
Justin Turner.
A ball and no strikes. Here's the 1-0. And that's too high, ball 2.
Man, the Redbirds, they've been struggling all game long. They've yet to been able to get that big hit. This is the time for the big hit for the Redbirds.
Outside, 3-0 now.
Somebody's getting frustrated. He's not used to getting hit around like this.
Both teams with 6 hits so far. And he takes a pitch right down the middle.
3-1 with 2 on, and this is where you got to be geared up for something to drive. I don't think you can just groove him one right here. You still have to try to make a competitive pitch.
And he lays off, ball 4. So he comes right off the bench and works the walk. Usually easier said than done.
Oh, that's a walk that could really change the complexion of the game. With the bases loaded, if he gives up a base hit right here, it could get real ugly.
Ladies and gentlemen,
so they'll go to the bullpen now, and it'll be the left-hander here to face the upcoming left-handed batter.
Tanner Doug.
Now batting, Brad Miller. His career numbers against this pitcher, just a couple of matchups, no hits in 2 at-bats. Trying to keep the deficit right where it is, the pitch. And this is taken outside for ball 1.
There are a couple of points in every game that could decide winning or losing. This is one of those critical spots. Time to make some great pitches.
One and 0. Here it is. Liner in there for a base hit. 1 run is scored. The run scores from second, and it's a 4-1 game.
Hey, Dero, that's a big RBI right there to stretch this lead to 3. Takes a lot of pressure off your pitcher going into the bottom part of the inning.
Yeah, Dan, no doubt. As an offense, all you're trying to do is put your pitchers in positions to be successful. Giving them that 3-run cushion has to make you feel good.
Stepping in now, Lane Thomas. As he'll take a look at a strike right down the middle. It's 0-1. And we'll see what he can do here. 2 on, 2 away, 2 home so far this inning. The 0-1 pitch.
Ball one.
And now we'll see some action in the bullpen as the lefty starts to get loose. Two men are on with two men out. Fastball close, but he didn't get it. 2-1.
Hey, lots of guys get too aggressive in a spot like this, but he's done a nice job of gaining some count leverage. Look for him to put the ball in play hard.
The 2-1 home. Swing, high drive, left field and deep. Left fielder looking up. Out of here, into the visitors' bullpen. So a 3-run blast to straightaway left. Fourth home run here in the early going, as it's now a 6-run ball game.
I know hindsight's 20/20, but you can't throw that pitch to that guy. Don't forget, he homered yesterday, so you know he's locked in and ready to roll up there. We'll see if he learns from that mistake.
The batter, the second baseman, Colton.
Here's Colton Wong now, as he'll watch a slider that runs out of the strike zone away for ball one. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. And that's in there for his strike 1-1. Now here's the pitch. A ball and 2 strikes now.
Sometimes you can get away with a pitch in that location when you're running it up there that hard, but not consistently. You still have to work the edges of the zone most of the time.
Towards second, and this is taken for the out. Another good inning for the Cardinals, as the usual sea of red love what they're seeing. More to come on the show Sunday Baseball after this. John Brebbia comes on from the pen, hoping to finish this one off here in the top of the ninth.
John Brebbia.
So now the Oriole cleanup hitter, Pedro Severino. He's 0 for 2 with a walk thus far.
The catcher, number 28, Pedro.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Off we go in the ninth as the first pitch misses for ball one. Brebbia offers up perhaps one of the nastiest sliders around, and it won't be uncommon to see a lot of off-balance swings against it, and it'll be easy to see why once you see it come out of his hand. He's got a huge break on it. First 2 pitches off the mark here. It's 2-0.
Now, when you've got a 6-run lead out there, there's no reason not to go right at guys. You have to keep attacking the zone.
The 2-0. And he fouls this one off. The 2-1 home. A swing and a ground ball to third. Taken in by Carpenter. Throw on to first for the out, and that is how the 9th inning gets underway.
Now batting, the second baseman, Hunter Alberto.
Stepping in, Hanser Alberto. He was retired via the ground ball last time up. He's ready. Here's the first offering. And this ball's going to find the seats down the left field line. Foul, strike 1. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Goodness. 0-2 now. Now some action out in the bullpen as a lefty and a right-hander begin throwing. Oh, 0-2. Here it comes. Pulled the fastball down a little too much there. That's ball 1.
Boy, he sped him up in this at-bat. Now it's time for the changeup. This guy's got a good one, and he hasn't thrown it yet in this at-bat.
And he lays off the fastball away, so it's 2-2 now. Bases are empty, one man out. There's a shin-high slider laid off for a ball.
Boy, went from being in the driver's seat to now being in some trouble. Had the count 0-2, started nipping at the corners, and next thing you know, this count stands at 3-2.
Now the payoff pitch home is at the knees and called strike 3.
Yeah, as they say, there's a hole in his swing in that location, so a good job there of exploiting that. That can be real hard for some guys to overcome when teams start figuring out what locations you just can't handle.
Here's Chris Davis now, as he'll take strike 1 on the inside corner.
0-1.
Well, you'd credit Adam Wainwright with the victory, barring any late turnaround here. And that's taken for strike 2, as now they're down to their final strike here this afternoon.
You could bet he wants that one back at the plate right now. That's a pitch you normally see a guy drive if he has the right approach going.
Baltimore down to their final strike. Swing and a miss. He struck him out, and that'll do it here as the ball game is over.
Well, this game had its moments, but it got out of hand pretty quick. Always nice when you can post to a 6-run win. Save your closer for another day and let everyone in on the action.
7-1 the final today. The Cardinals jumped out to an early lead in the first and never looked back. Adam Wainwright earns the win, his second. So that just about does it for Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney, and our entire crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, make your way over to theshownation.com.
This afternoon. First for the victorious St. Louis Cardinals, 7 runs, 8 hits, no errors. They left 6 men on base. For the Orioles, 1 run on 6 hits, 2 errors. They left 7 men on base. Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 1 minute. Thank you for joining us here this afternoon. And we remind you to please drive home safely.